What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. All right, in this video, we're going to take a look at Litecoin. It's been marching up, and so another week has passed. Time to take a look at Litecoin and see what levels are in play and where we're headed. So without further ado, let's dive into this video and check that out.
Trade Genius.
Here's another one, guys, we took in the room before we get into this Litecoin chart. Just want to share with you. This is Nexus BTC. Some of these we identify as potentially getting ready to pop. And this one was a pretty quick hold on a 15-minute chart and just came up, banged both of our targets real quick, total of 12% on that move. And that's the kind of stuff that we're catching in the room week in, week out. So if you guys are interested, head over to tradelikeagenius.com and check us out. Got room packages there, special number one, and check that out for an annual 12-month membership. I think you guys will find great value in that because we have this going on. We have our binary option trades, our stocks and ETFs. So we got the whole thing really covered. So check that out, guys. All right, Litecoin video. Litecoin on the weekly. Litecoin on the weekly looks great. Since we bottomed in December, nice movements up with Litecoin. As far as the RSI and things like that, I don't see any evidence of us losing any kind of energy here. So on the weekly, looks great. Daily, and then we've also pushed up through this resistance level. So this next level that we're looking at is going to be that $74, $75 area on the weekly chart. We are heading into this moving average, our weighted moving average of 65. That's about $64. Generally, you'll hit that and catch some kind of resistance. So just bear that in mind. Our aggressive moneymaker sell, these are going to catch any kind of slowdown. These are going to fire. So like on a weekly, if they're firing, I'll go look on smaller time frames to see if we can get any potential setups. If you're able to short Litecoin, that's useful, or take some profits off the table if you're swinging intraday and look for support levels lower. But on a weekly time frame, you like to see those on a bullish, for the bullish case, fire, and then you get a close above that. That's very bullish. Let's look at the daily on Litecoin. Now again, Litecoin, we're looking for basically a move higher until we get toward the halving date in August, right? So halving, if you guys aren't familiar, that's the inflation rate of the coin gets reduced by half. So the miners that are mining Litecoin will get half as much Litecoin to be rewarded when they solve a block on the blockchain, which is confirming the blockchain transactions. So that's half as much supply being introduced on the market. That's always very bullish. Now in Litecoin's case, you will get a run up to that, but possibly a blow off move prior to the actual halving, and then we could see a sell off into that. That's what happened last time. And then what's interesting is I think we'll see a consolidation after that, after a pullback, and then we'll get into Bitcoin's halving cycle. Litecoin, I believe, is really helping fuel kind of the current bullishness that we are seeing across the board in cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of altcoin opportunities. And so I think largely the catalyst here is the Litecoin halving, helping to boost the current crypto cycle. But again, I think that's going to be, we're probably halfway through this one. And again, as we approach those resistance levels that we looked at on the weekly chart, we have one at 75, we have one at about $112. Those I think are going to be the two areas that I'm looking at with interest. Just keep in mind, when we start moving up, if we get into those levels, especially if we break the $74 level like we have up here, guys, we're probably going to get a lot of euphoria in the marketplace. Litecoin's never going to come back down kind of stuff. Litecoin always comes back down, okay? That's one thing it does. So you want to make sure you're taking profits regularly with Litecoin. But, we could see something along this trend line with a big spike up into that 112. That's certainly possible. But first, I'd like to see how we react as we run into the $74, $75 area. That's going to be the prior area of support that was broken back in August of 2018, and we really haven't seen those levels since. So on the daily, guys, what we're looking at is basically, I'm looking for a move. I think we can probably expect to see some consolidation, but consolidate right into this trend line, and then I think you're going to see some more buying activity from the from the bottom from December, we've had a nice uptick in volume. So the volume looks really good through here. And on those moves up, we've seen some really decent volume bars. So there is accumulation going on here, guys. Well, that's what volume's telling us. Again, as far as the indicators go, we did have a bit of a divergence here, and we also had those moneymaker sell fires. And we had a little bit of pullback there. We did say that we would be looking for the $50 to $53 range, which we did get a low of $52.15. Our last video, we were looking somewhere in there. But I think it would be reasonable to think or see or expect that we chop into that trend line, and then I think we can probably expect another move higher. And ultimately, this leg gets up into this $74 range. At that point, I want to see what kind of reaction we have. This current move has hit this fib target of the 58.36 fib target, a little bit better than that. Again, this is Coinbase pricing. So now, guys, what we're looking for is the next leg up. So we'll take, now that this fib level has completed, we're going to take to the high there. And that's going to give us this lower fib line, but I'm not interested in that one yet. I want to see this current leg here. And that's going to get us, it gives us about $50. So if we had a pullback, I think this trend line is going to trump that level though. And I think this support level is going to hold. The only wild card in this would be if Bitcoin takes a big dump, big BART move down, then we could see a lower move. But I really think, all things being equal, if Bitcoin is going to remain stable and consolidate sideways without any kind of a big volatile move, this trend line is going to stay intact more than likely. So that's what I'm looking at here, guys. I think this is a very healthy move up. The volume looks really good. So again, I think we consolidate getting into this March 19th time period. I would be looking for another surge higher here. And as we ultimately make our way to that $74 to $75 target area. Okay, so that's how we're looking on Litecoin this week. Looks really good, guys. I don't see anything right now that shows any cracks in the dam. With everything being equal, and of course Bitcoin not falling out of bed, I think things look really healthy. But I also do think that Litecoin is a big catalyst right now for the overall healthy swing environment that we're seeing in crypto. So there you have it, guys. Looks good. If you're interested in joining us, again, head over to tradelikeagenius.com and check out our packages. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Trade Genius.